7 Little Johnstons. Anna calls out Liz for her lies in a scathing post. Not scared to share the truth, 7 Little Johnston star Anna Johnston has once again exposed Liz for trying to defame her. She set the record straight when her sister tried to play the blame game again. The reality TV star shared a scathing post to share her side of the story. Liz made some terrible comments about her dynamics with Anna during a recent interview. She tried her best to avoid accountability and to clean up her image. The reality TV star spoke publicly for the first time about their drama. However, Anna loved exposing her family members and sharing the truth with her fans. Fans always supported her for standing her ground and refusing to let her family control the narrative. The TLC star has been trying to move on from the drama, but Liz appears to have reignited the feud. What really happened? Why is Anna so angry? 7 Little Johnstons. Liz hints that reconciliation is difficult with Anna. 7 Little Johnston star Liz Johnston opened up about her dynamics with her sister Anna for the first time in public. She has answered some questions and been candid about the possibility of reconciliation. During an interview with Access Hollywood, the reality TV star felt Anna's exit from the family show made the reconciliation difficult. Liz defended her mother, Amber, that her sister had the choice to be on the show and she walked away. She admitted being still estranged from her and claimed there's always two sides to the story. Liz stated, "Hopefully one day there will be a time when she would like to come and sit down with us and want to figure this out." She doesn't know at this point what it would take to mend things with Anna, but fans felt her tone was far from genuine. 7 Little Johnstons. Anna lashes out at Liz volleying again. Anna Johnston called out her sister Liz on her comments that there were always two sides to the story. In a long message, she wanted her to wonder why she stayed on the show for so many years without getting paid. The 7 Little Johnstons said, "It feels like the family only values the relationship if I'm part of it." Anna claimed that her sister hasn't tried to fix anything either. She reached out on her birthday and wedding day, but got no response. The TLC star talked about Emma posting online about how hurt she was that their mom didn't let her speak to her sister. Anna thinks it's really hard to try to talk when it turns into yelling. She hinted at everything happened the last time her dad Trent tried to talk to her. She doesn't really understand the reason behind her issues. The reality TV star wondered how great it would be if they just let go of the past, forgive each other, and say, "Love you." According to Reddit, Anna made it clear she wasn't afraid to share the truth. She found the reason ridiculous, which her family gave on the show behind not talking to her. The 7 Little Johnston star wanted Liz to explain what happened with her aunt, cousins, and second cousins, and whether she is the only one at fault. Anna added, "We're not united. We're completely broken apart." Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for more tea on Anna's feud with Liz. 7 Little Johnstons. Amber shares health update on nephew after horrific accident about their nephew's near-fatal car accident for the first time. On Sunday, the two 7 Little Johnston stars took to their joint Instagram page with a series of black and white photos of their nephew during his recent hospital stay. The first showed him lying in a hospital bed, intubated and wearing a neck brace. A second captured him in the same room, still wearing a neck brace, monitors, and what appeared to be drainage tubes, this time propped up and alert as Trent helped him with a snack. The TLC personalities explained in the accompanying caption that the reason they are opening up about the scary incident, now 2 months after it occurred, is to provide accurate information at the request of their nephew, noting, "Until this point, family and close friends have kept the accident a private matter." According to the September 22nd upload, the couple's adult nephew, who is also a little person, had been assessing the damage sustained to his car and a second driver's in what was described as a fender bender on July 19th. But as he was returning to his vehicle, he was struck by an SUV. He sustained an aortic dissection, 14 broken ribs, cervical fracture, torn liver and spleen, orbital fracture, tremor ankle fracture, and brain bleed. Miraculously, he is alive. The post continued, he suffered no brain damage. Due to his dwarfism chest anatomy, it is believed that is what saved his life. While the family is grateful for the outcome of the horrific accident, their nephew isn't through the woods just yet, still healing and recovering from the immense trauma. The journey continues to be long and windy, But we are grateful the journey exists and he's alive, the couple wrote, concluding their post with a sweet nod to their nephew. As he says, for his 40th birthday this week, he's over the hill, but he ain't through the woods yet. Next, 7 Little Johnstons Liz celebrates. Salahek exudes the timeless radiance of a Hollywood icon. After decades in the spotlight without losing her gorgeous glow, it's clear she knows a thing or two about beauty. Wondering what the secret is behind her gorgeous complexion at 59 years old. The Screen Queen credits one buzzy ingredient in this cream for her glowing skin. You don't have to have a movie star's salary to bring home some for yourself. You can snag a jar for just $13. Hayek has been steaming up the silver screen for nearly 40 years. But take one look at her youthful complexion and you'd think she was still new. There's no magic behind her flawless skin, just the bark of a tree found in this cream. Used an ingredient called Tescote that's used in Mexico for burn victims because it completely regenerates the skin. Hayek told Elle some of the ingredients when I took them to the American labs. They were like, oh my God, how come nobody is using this? This is why I have no Botox, no peels, no fillers. The Topsa white tree is often called the Mexican skin tree because its bark is known to help regenerate skin and hair. As a testament to that, it was used to treat hundreds of thousands of burn victims in an earthquake and a gas explosion in Mexico in the 1980s when no medical supplies were available. Not many American companies have caught on. Senior beauty editor Jennifer Remolini tested out Del Indio Papago Night Cream and reported softer skin, though she found another product with an even higher concentration of Tesco that's possibly more effective on wrinkles. 7 Little Johnstons Tren and Amber Johnston reveal why Anna Johnston isn't returning to the new season of 7 Little Johnstons is missing a key cast member, Anna Johnston. It was revealed during the season premiere that the 25-year-old is no longer. Of hurt, frustration, and raw honesty that seemed to pierce through the usual reality TV drama filters. Anna detailed her grievances with Liz in a way that left little room for misinterpretation, calling out the inconsistencies in Lizzie's statements and her attempts to manipulate the narrative. The post also highlighted the ongoing struggle within the family, a pattern of miscommunication and unresolved resentment that had been simmering for years. Anna's supporters flooded social media with comments praising her courage, emphasizing that it takes strength to speak your truth in a family constantly under the public eye. Meanwhile, Liz's response, though measured, did little to calm the storm. She acknowledged Anna's feelings but reiterated her perspective, citing the challenges of reconciling after years of distance and diverging paths. Fans speculated that the feud was far from over, especially given the public nature of their exchanges. The conversation extended beyond social media as interviews and statements were dissected in fan forums, with viewers debating the legitimacy of each sister's claims. The dynamic between the siblings and their interactions with other family members such as Amber and Trent became a focal point of discussion. Observers noted that while Liz expressed hope for eventual reconciliation, Anna's statement suggested she was unwilling to return to the same patterns of silence and avoidance. This push and pull highlighted a larger theme of accountability and emotional honesty, with the sisters' contrasting approaches providing a window into the complexities of family relationships under the scrutiny of reality television. Amid this feud, the update on the family's nephew added another layer of emotional intensity. The near-fatal accident, the graphic injuries, and the subsequent recovery were reminders of the fragility of life and the importance of unity, which contrasted sharply with the ongoing interpersonal conflicts. Amber and Trent's detailed social media posts provided a factual, transparent account of the accident, emphasizing both the severity of the injuries and the miraculous aspects of the survival. Fans responded with messages of support, emphasizing hope, resilience, and the wish for full recovery, reflecting the community's investment in the Johnston family beyond just entertainment. As the season progressed, viewers were left wondering how these personal and public challenges would intersect. Would Anna and Liz eventually find a path to understanding, or would this cycle of accusations and defenses continue to dominate their storylines? The show's producers appeared to lean into the drama, highlighting moments of tension while also providing glimpses into the family's capacity for empathy, humor, and connection. Interviews with other family members revealed nuanced perspectives, showing that loyalty, love, and resentment could coexist in complex ways. Viewers were drawn not only to the sensational elements but also to the deeper emotional truths that emerged when long-standing grievances collided with public exposure. The contrast between the sisters' public statements, the intimate family updates, and the behind-the-scenes reality created a layered narrative that kept audiences engaged, analyzing every word, post, and interview. The ongoing feud between Anna and Liz continued to ripple through the Johnston family, with each social media post and interview fueling further discussion. Anna's insistence on truth and transparency highlighted her frustration with what she perceived as manipulative behavior from Liz. She questioned why she had remained committed to the show for so many years without proper recognition or compensation, pointing out that her contributions had often been undervalued by family members. Anna's frustration was amplified by the repeated attempts from Liz to present a version of events that Anna felt distorted reality. Liz's references to two sides of the story were particularly provocative to Anna, who felt that the family had consistently ignored her perspective and dismissed her concerns. Fans observed that the narrative was not just about disagreements on camera, but a reflection of deeper, unresolved issues dating back to childhood. The discussion surrounding Amber and Trent's involvement also drew attention, with Anna criticizing the way authority figures in the family attempted to mediate conflicts, sometimes exacerbating tensions instead of resolving them. Amidst the interpersonal drama, updates on the nephew's recovery served as a sobering counterpoint. His injuries, including multiple fractures and organ trauma, were severe, yet the family's updates underscored resilience, careful medical attention, and hope. Social media audiences responded with an outpouring of support, emphasizing the community aspect of reality TV fandoms where viewers felt emotionally connected to cast members' real-life challenges. Meanwhile, Liz's interview with Access Hollywood, where she spoke about the difficulties in reconciling with Anna, was scrutinized heavily. Her attempts to frame the estrangement as a result of Anna's choices rather than her own actions were met with skepticism from fans and commentators alike. The public perception of authenticity and sincerity became a key factor in audience engagement, as viewers debated the legitimacy of each sister's claims and the motivations behind their public statements. The conversation extended to Reddit forums and fan pages, where theories and analyses of family dynamics proliferated. Anna's narrative was celebrated for its blunt honesty, while Liz's measured, cautious approach was critiqued for its lack of transparency. The interplay between these two contrasting communication styles kept viewers hooked, highlighting the complexities of familial loyalty, accountability, and the emotional consequences of reality television exposure. As the show progressed, the producers captured moments that juxtaposed the serious, often painful, discussions of the sisters' feud with lighter, more relatable interactions among other family members. These moments provided both relief and contrast, reinforcing the multifaceted nature of the Johnston family story. In addition to interpersonal conflicts, lifestyle and personal achievements of other cast members, including Liz's focus on self-care and her pursuit of beauty routines inspired by celebrities, added further dimensions to the narrative. Fans were intrigued by these glimpses into individual personalities, contributing to an understanding of the family beyond the primary feud. As each episode aired, viewers speculated about the likelihood of reconciliation between Anna and Liz, tracking developments closely and analyzing body language, choice of words, and social media cues for indications of change. Meanwhile, the broader family, including Amber and Trent, attempted to maintain a sense of normalcy, balancing transparency with privacy, especially concerning sensitive events like the nephew's accident. This delicate navigation highlighted the tension between public exposure and personal boundaries, a recurring theme in reality television that affects both the cast and audience engagement. The season unfolded as a complex tapestry of drama, resilience, accountability, and human emotion, keeping audiences invested not only in the feud, but also in the broader family narrative and the personal growth of each member. As the season progressed, the tension between Anna and Liz became an undeniable undercurrent that influenced nearly every family interaction. Anna's candidness about her feelings resonated with fans, who praised her for refusing to stay silent despite the personal cost. Her reflections on the history of neglect and misunderstanding in the family created a lens through which viewers could interpret the current drama, seeing patterns of favoritism, miscommunication, and selective accountability. Liz, on the other hand, tried to navigate her own public image carefully, often emphasizing reconciliation while simultaneously defending her choices and those of their parents. The contrast between Anna's raw honesty and Liz's measured diplomacy became a central theme in the fan discourse. Social media buzzed with speculation about which sister's perspective was more credible, with fans dissecting interviews, past episodes, and even subtle comments on Instagram posts for clues. The public feud also sparked debates about fairness and respect within families, especially when one member chooses to exit a long-running reality series. Anna's critiques of the family's prioritization of appearances and narrative control highlighted the emotional labor she had invested in the show, often without acknowledgement. Beyond the sibling conflict, attention also turned to the extended family, as Amber and Trent attempted to maintain stability and support the healing of their nephew after his harrowing accident. The family's updates, including black and white photos from the hospital and detailed accounts of his injuries and recovery, emphasized both the severity of the incident and the remarkable resilience of their loved one. Fans responded with overwhelming support and empathy, creating a communal space where viewers felt personally invested in the family's well-being. Meanwhile, the narrative of personal growth and self-care among cast members like Liz offered additional layers to the story, showing that reality TV personas are multifaceted and more than just the conflicts presented on screen. Viewers saw glimpses of Liz exploring beauty routines, managing stress, and attempting to balance her public persona with private vulnerabilities. These moments of humanity contrasted sharply with the intensity of Anna's posts and the public feud, adding depth to the family's portrayal and reinforcing the idea that real people exist behind the cameras. The show's editing strategically juxtaposed the sisters' public statements, behind-the-scenes family discussions, and significant personal events, creating a compelling narrative structure that maintained suspense while offering insights into the psychological and emotional landscape of the Johnston family. As each episode aired, the pattern of interaction between Anna and Liz evolved, with brief moments of tentative dialogue interspersed with public statements and social media posts that reignited debates. This ongoing interplay highlighted not just the drama of reality television, but also the profound challenges of familial relationships when exposed to the public eye. Fans continued to speculate about possible reconciliation, weighing each side's statements, gestures, and tone, while also considering the impact of past grievances and the potential for future healing. The season, therefore, was not merely entertainment. It became a case study in family dynamics, accountability, emotional expression, and the complex intersection of personal truth with public performance. With every new development, viewers remained glued to their screens, invested in the outcome of the feud, the recovery of the nephew, and the broader unfolding of the Johnston family story, aware that the narrative was ongoing and that each episode offered both revelations and renewed tension, ensuring that the audience's engagement would continue to grow as the family navigated the delicate balance between conflict, reconciliation, and resilience. The unfolding season also shined a light on how fame and the pressures of reality television exacerbate existing family tensions. Anna's choice to speak openly about her experiences underscored the challenge of maintaining personal boundaries while being constantly observed by both cameras and a global audience. Her posts, interviews, and social media statements acted as both a cathartic release and a strategic assertion of her perspective, creating a sense of empowerment that fans admired. Liz's measured responses, in contrast, highlighted the difficulties of balancing reconciliation with accountability, showing that not every conflict can be resolved simply through dialogue or public statements. The interactions between the siblings revealed the complexity of forgiveness, the weight of history, and the persistent challenge of mutual understanding. Meanwhile, Amber and Trent's focus on supporting the nephew's recovery added a poignant layer to the season. The detailed accounts of his injuries, the precise descriptions of the medical interventions, and the family's reflections on his resilience humanized the storyline, reminding viewers that beyond entertainment lies real-life stakes and genuine emotional investment. Fans applauded the transparency and depth of these updates, noting the contrast between high-stakes personal drama and the everyday courage demonstrated in recovery and healing. In parallel, the season highlighted the importance of self-care, personal development, and the pursuit of individual identity within a tightly-knit, publicly scrutinized family unit. Liz's routines, lifestyle choices, and her emphasis on maintaining her health and appearance were not merely cosmetic. They illustrated her attempts to assert autonomy and balance amid ongoing familial tensions. The narrative weaving of personal, interpersonal, and extended family stories created a rich tapestry that kept viewers engaged. Every public post, interview, and on-screen conversation became fodder for discussion, debate, and analysis, revealing the intricate interplay of